All right, what is going on, everybody? It is Matt with Sith Bricks, and we're back with another live build today here on Mold King Monarch. We're on bag 4, and so I'm going to be building for about 2 hours today. I have things to do this afternoon, but I think bag 4 is one of the smaller bags, so I think we'll be okay with a couple hours for it. So without any further ado, I'm going to get started. I know there's nobody on right now, but I'm sure they'll show up. So. I am getting, this is always the tough part is getting through all the Technic. I mean, putting about 1,000 of these in, it seems like every time you do a build. Of course, I put mine in the wrong spot. So, that's always good when you put them in the wrong spot. Having issues already. This is not a good start for me, guys. I'm all over the place. Hold on a second. That's why it's not working. It's too small. There's only one of these. It's an 11 by 1, and I grabbed the wrong one. Thanks to whoever's on right now. Don't forget to like the stream. It helps with channel visibility. I greatly appreciate it. We are doing bag 4 right now. It's kind of plugging along. This is what I'm building right now. All sorts of Technic fun. It's just you got to do it. Eventually, it'll be done, and we'll move on to other things. But until then, fingers, happy fingers. Don't worry, the MVP is here. Thou shalt not forsake thy MVP. You want to say hi, you're welcome to say hi. I see you. Wait a minute. Almost got myself again. I'm not putting one of these in the right spot. I swear I will get it. One day I will do this without looking totally incompetent. It may or may not happen. Let's see. This is actually one of the smaller bags that I'm doing right now is bag 4. Let's see. So I was wondering what I was going to run into this issue here. Yeah, definitely, right, Pi. It gets to you, man. I still have phantom pains on my fingers with this stuff. It's wild. I was worried when this was going to come up. So I have one brick that is absolutely toasted. It's a 1x12, and I need it for what I'm doing right now. And so I'm going to see if I can make it work, but I don't know. To be honest, I may have to go downstairs and get my extras and see if I have an extra 1x12 down there and just use that. I mean, it does fit on there. So what I'm going to do is, it does fit, even though it looks like terrible. You guys can kind of see it there. I'm trying to get the right angle of it here, trying to use the light and everything. There you go. So I'm going to keep an eye, and if need be, I'll pull it off and maybe flip it around another way to see if it'll set up properly. So, yep, we'll see there. So. So you're already first challenge. I got to stack something on. See if it'll stack. Yeah, it's stacking and holding. Well, I'm going to leave it for now. If it becomes an issue, I'll pop it off and figure it out. But for right now, even though the brick is toast, I'll figure it out. Who knows? I may get out my torch later on and see if I can't just heat this up and line it up. I have to pay attention to see if there's going to be any Technic pieces going in here, and then we'll kind of go from there. And again, Pie, congrats on the engagement. That's pretty awesome, man. Or what is engagement or marriage? Man, I can't remember. Dude, my bad. I can't remember. I'm just going to stop before I make myself look bad. I can't remember. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay. So actually, I think I got lucky on this here, because this piece here is going to be facing to this side of the warship. So I'm going to go and snap this on, and I think I got lucky with how I did this. Okay, oh, is it not? Okay, it's causing issues here. There we go. All right, so I got lucky with my busted brick. It's kind of hard to see, but it's here, but it's on the inside. So I don't think it's going to hamper anything by using that smoked ass brick. So we're going to keep plugging along here. Let's see. All right, let's see what it's got me doing. Oh, it's got me. So, okay, get this back over here. So I'm attaching rods right now to stabilize everything. Simple stuff like that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm putting on a Technic rod right there to space it all out and take care of it. Okay, so now I'm putting these things together right here, because it's going to snap on to Z warship. So I made 2 of these right here, And one is going to snap on right here. And the other one's going to snap on right here. So now, as you guys can see, I have these red things right here. I can only imagine things are going to sit in here because they wouldn't be making these entryways like this, so to speak. So... Oh, okay, Rye Pie. I do. I have a good friend, Rye Pie. I do apologize. Who has a nickname that's very similar to you. And yeah, the names just ran familiar, and I thought you were him. So my bad, dude. My apologies. So yeah, dude. Okay, the executor. So we're just gonna move on from my stupidity. My bad again, dude. Real sorry. Real close names. His name is Rylan. So I thought it was him. So we're gonna move past my stupidity. Yeah, dude. Yeah. These things right here. There's probably 1,000 of them in there. At least that's what my fingers tell me. And anytime I even sniff these in a bag, my fingers start to hurt. And these things too, in the executor, these will also chew you alive. I actually tried to wear Home Depot work gloves, like Milwaukee work gloves. You can't use them because your fingers are it makes your fingers too fat for all the fine detail work. So yeah, it's just after about the 7th bag, it feels like your fingers are doing this to you. All right. All right. Well, thanks for forgiving me, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So it looks like I'm starting to do the detail work for the underside of the warship. So this could be very reminiscent of the executor build. There's a lot of grates in this bag. So I just built this bad boy right here. So let's see here. All right. So now I can't really move this too much because I actually have everything spaced out properly so I can get to it all. Let me see if I can't finagle this a little bit to turn the ship a little bit better so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I think it goes, I want to say it goes right here. Yes, it does. No, it's got to go this way. Yeah. All right. So I just attached that right there. So that was pretty, and yep, you're starting to get detail underneath here. So I'm willing to bet that this is going to flash me back to the executor, something fierce about having to do detail work. Hey, what's up, SS Deutschland? How you doing? Oh, yep. And there's my pinchers right here. I feel the power of the dark side. They are not nice. There's an official build. I dropped a piece on the floor. So now it's official. Let's see what they have me doing here. So we got all this stuff going on right now. Looks like I'm putting... This is an interesting style, and I do have to say already I like it better than how I had to do it with the executor. Golly, man. Just that alone right there brought back all the pain in my fingers from these little things. Whoo, man, that is awful that you didn't get it sorted, pre-sorted like that. Dang. I have heard horror stories about that. I've bought from AliExpress and Amazon, and I have not gotten mine in like one big pile. So thank you to the brick gods above for not doing that to me. Yeah, that's just rough. Oh, so I put it on, and then I forgot to make sure that my piece was angled the right way. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who has suffered under those things, man. Not good. I'm glad. Man, I love the executor for the detail work, but I'll never be the same human again. Just like... And I'm telling you what, guys, the new season of Bad Batch is getting really good. If you guys haven't been watching it yet, I highly, highly recommend watching the Bad Batch. I think it's better than Mandalorian than the Mandalorian right now. So it's getting really good. So I definitely recommend, if you guys haven't been watching it yet, to do it. So I just built this piece here, and now I've got to spin it on to the warship. So the pieces that I just put upside down right here, I'm now taking this piece and snapping them onto them. With my crazy fingers. Okay, hold on. Did I put one in the wrongs? Oh, well, there's my first problem there. They're too small. Oh my goodness, I did it again. I was like, why weren't they going together? And I didn't have the big enough pieces. I had 1x8s and I needed 1x10s. So let's try this again with the right piece now that I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Real bad habit of that. Man. I thought I had this one in the right one. Let's try this one more time. Now, if you pay attention and you do the reading, it's amazing how much better it all goes. All right. Okay. Well, actually, I'm glad I left these put together because I need a smaller one here for this one. I bet you my eyes were looking here, and I needed to be looking here, which I do all the time. So, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like the stream. I do appreciate those that have. It helps out with channel visibility. So now the same thing. I put these together here. These pieces I just did right here that are upside down, I'm now going to snap these into place. Okay. I see what I did. I was looking at the wrong page on both of them. Let's see. Okay. So let me see if I can get the laptop in here to see it. So this is what I did right here, is attaching these here to these swivel parts right here. Now these parts here, they still move. My finger's still able to move them. But at least they're sort of locked into place right about now. So that's where I was at right there. And now I'm going to take the plates and snap them on and lock them into position. Now, by doing that, now this is all flush. I know it's kind of tricky to see, guys, but by doing this right here, this is all now flush. And so it's across here. So I bet you I'm going to have to put a piece right here to support it. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. All right. I'm going to start building these again. Hope if I grab the right size again. It's not been a good start for me, guys. Not going to lie. And if any of your gals out there, I am just on the struggle today. And I mean, I'm struggling. I'm missing pieces everywhere. All right. So this one gets flipped upside down like this and goes right over here. Okay. Oh, there's a foot of snow in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's pretty rainy and dreary here in Delaware today. Although the sun's supposed to break out at like 2 in the afternoon and warm up like 30 degrees almost. So, but it started out with a day of me drinking probably way more coffee than I should have. And I'm at the point now where I can hear my hair growing, but we're going to keep pressing through it. Oh, and for those that are on right now, I have a big update for the man cave coming in the next day or two. So stay tuned. We've got some pretty cool stuff happening down there. It's finally coming together. So basically, I'm doing the same thing on the opposite side that I did on the side that I showed you guys. So we're just going to let that roll here while I'm knocking this out and looking for all the tiny little pieces that I need. Man, God, it's already bothered me, and I just did this for this side, man. It's huge. Let me make sure I have it flipped the right way. Yep. Okay, there we go. I do so much counting. It's crazy. Although, like I said, I'm thankful enough that mine are like this, man. I feel bad for you, Rye with the having to sort it all down. That's just not cool. You know, though, what I find funny though, Rye is that I have not been able to find anybody that'll source Mold King bricks directly. Like, let me just buy like 100 each, and so because I would love to buy a whole bunch of extras. But I've also, to be honest, I've also been considering is buying another executor, but just parting it, like not even building it, but at least that way I've got plenty of parts for everything. And I've kind of been toying around, depending on executor or this one, um, because this one's got a lot of black and it looks like it's gonna have plenty of gray, whereas the executor is almost all gray. So I've kind of been toying around with that idea too, of just spending some money to buy one and just breaking it down for parts, so I've got them stored downstairs in case I need him. So yes, the crazy things I do for the love of Star Wars, you know. Let's just buy another set and use it for parts. So now I'm just doing the same thing. I'm putting these top covers on here to flush it all up and secure it. All right. Yeah, you know, and I've tried. I got a guy who has customized some minifigures for me, and he's like, I can't even like. He's like, I've got contacts in China, and I can't even source Mold King bricks. And of course, everybody who has a lot of Legos, they won't touch Mold King because they think that like we're some sort of evil spirit against the Danish Lego Empire, whatever. So it does make it challenging, you know, and I really wish I could find somebody in Mold King and see if I can't, you know, if there'd be a way for me to buy bricks from them directly. It's really hard because they're based in China, so the chances of getting through are tricky as all get up. All right, let's see what we got here. So now these pieces are going in here. They're going to be cross braces for what I just put on over here. So what I just did right here, it's kind of hard to see, but now those bricks that used to rotate, they don't rotate anymore. So that's pretty nice. And then that's going to be the same thing for right over here. So I just reinforced it. So now none of these pieces rotate. It's all nice and flush and it's ready to go. So, all right. And just like I thought I was going to do, we're now flushing out the underside. So I'm going to push this off to the side here and we're going to get focused on some killer detail work here. Oof. All right. Let me see here. Am I making two of these? No, it doesn't look like it. All right. Let's rock and roll. And for some reason, these ones never bother me at all. I can push these down all day, and I think it's just because it's nice and flat for me to grip on and push down and doesn't have the nasty edges, but I can manage those all day. Why can't they all be that way? Okay. So now we're just going to take this bad boy and flip it upside down. Okay. So this is the stuff that I was just doing, was all this gray stuff right here. So I'm going to take this piece that I just built right here. We're going to slap it on down here. Make sure I have it lined up properly. Got to be careful of this little stand. It's in place, but it ain't that strong. Yep. All right. I'm just going to leave this upside down. Move it out of the way. Let's go to the next part. All right. Now it's going to make me do this. Ugh. All right. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to switch everything around because I'm going to be working underside for several pages here. So I'm going to move a few things around. Woo-hoo-hoo. That almost rolled off. That was almost that kind of a day. Oh, sorry. My finger covered the camera. So I'm going to keep this upside down like this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to stand here because it looks like this is what I'm going to be doing for a bit. So what they basically have me doing right now is I'm snapping these pieces together like this and then putting it on underneath. And so it's it's interesting. Okay, there's that. Oh boy. This is the part I always hate, is where I need to find like two more, and it's probably the last two out of the build that I need. Yep, see, like there's one right there. There's the other one. Just took me a little bit. Well, this is what I'm looking for right here, is these guys right here to do this. There you go, there's that. All right, I'm going to move this over to here. Woo, almost took out my water bottle. Man, I'm just a hot mess right now, guys. So, all right, nothing new in the chat. Thanks for everybody that's hitting that like button for me. That means a lot. We'll keep plowing here. I'm going to make some more undercarriage pieces, but I can at least sit down while I'm doing them. Nope, I need a longer one. So this is very reminiscent of Executor right now, what I'm doing. Detail work for the undercarriage. So that's what I'm doing right there, is that. Let's see. They hurt every time, twice as much on a weekend. All right, so that's the piece that I just built right there. Okay. Let's see. But this, even though that hurts my fingers, guys, this is some of my favorite part of building, is doing all this detail work and making all these little extra parts just pop a little bit more. All right. It's been a long time since I had to deal with these little guys, the little antenna. Those guys. It's been a while since I've had to build with those. I don't know. I always make sound effects. I don't know why. The one thing that I always found tricky is trying to get these centered, because you got to just tweak them just enough, because if you bend them too much, they shoot. This piece will go way to the side, so you got to have it right down the center. So it takes a lot of practice to be able to bend them to get them to sit center. Okay, let's see. That's weird. I've never seen them do. They actually have the actual brick design on a brick. So that's the first I've seen for a Mold King, because normally these are smooth. So to actually have the brick design is pretty neat. The brick on a brick. So this is what I did right here, was this part here. All right. Just plugging along here. Let's see. Interesting. So this is the first time I've seen this as well. We've got the church windows, so to speak, on the build here. So I saw them in the pile, and I was wondering how they're going to implement them, and we got them right here, the church windows. I do like how that looks. That looks pretty nice right there with the top, and then you have the detail work behind it. So you got to have to either look through the windows or you see it like that. So that's actually pretty neat. I've never seen that before. All right. Let's see. So I wasn't paying attention and I had to push this black piece down, but I forgot that these pinchers were right here and I just put my thumb full force into one of these pinchers to seat this black piece on top. Oh man, that stung. That stung. Not nice at all. Okay. So what I just did right here, I'm going to slide the ship in here, is now I can put this on right here. Yep. I'm just going to slide right in here like this. And then you got a little push down right there for the brick. And then there you go. So now we have, so this is probably, now that I see this, this is probably the hangar bay, which I think is pretty cool, but it's just neat how they incorporated these church style windows into it. I'm going to go and push that back out of the way. And now we're going to do it for the opposite side. So you guys got any questions or anything, don't hesitate to shoot them my way. I'll talk anything Star Wars right now. More pinchers of doom. Ouch. You just can't escape these things. They're pure evil. Pure evil. That's one thing that they've never been shy about giving out is lots of these little antenna pieces. I probably got 100 extra of these guys just alone sitting in my Mold King Extras bin. There's so many of them that I got, especially with the Executor. They were so prevalent. See, but now it's funny, though weird. They brought this brick online to use it, but this side, which is actually the side you want to see, is actually facing in. So I just thought that was kind of odd that they went through the trouble to source a brick like that for the build, only to have the important side facing on the inside. As you can see, this side just has the line outside, and the actual brick design is on this side of it here. So it's just, I don't know why they did it, but they did it. These longer pieces give me fits too, and I'm pushing them down. They always rock on me weird. I always have a really hard time trying to get the right pressure to bring them straight down. There's not much to talk about right now because I'm just doing the same thing on the opposite side, besides me not paying attention to the pinchers and getting my fingers smashed again. I wish I paid better attention and not get my fingers crushed. Every single time they get me. All right. So this piece, what I just did right here, so you guys can see it right here, is going to slide right in here. You know it's snapped in. There's a level piece right here, and you can see it's symmetrical down here. So yeah, this has got to be the hanger bay. Slide it on back out, because now we're on to the next part. Oh. I normally don't build like this, but we're going to be doing a lot of work on the undercarriage, and it's just easier for me to slide the destroyer in and out like this. So. There we go. So now we're making this right here. That cover piece over there. Yep, it is. Okay. Okay. So now this piece that I just built right here and did this is going to snap in right here. Ta-da. So yeah, there we go. All that's into place right there. Go and slide this back out. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I mean, I'm just doing the same thing I did on the other side here. Coming together quickly. All right. So what I just did here, this piece right here, is going to snap right on here. Ta-da! So now we have the layout of the docking bay where they deploy the TIE fighters at, all that good stuff. Okay. Okay, so now, let's see. Oh, okay, I see what they want me to do here. So now we're taking this piece here and we're snapping it into here. That way it'll reinforce these and it'll fill in the gap right here. Okay. I get it now. Do the same thing right here. Okay, I'm doing it right. Oh, I see what I forgot to do. I forgot to put my piece right there. I was like, why is it not working? It's because I'm not paying attention again as usual. Now, see what happens. There we go. So I got all that done. Yep, Levi, I'm doing the hangar bay. You're on to it, buddy. It's the return of the finger pinchers. All right, I'm going to take off my hair because one, I'm getting warm under my light. Two, I need to see. So now I'm putting this piece in right here. I just need to make sure that my eyes weren't deceiving me. So those who have just joined, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. And then also, if you guys haven't heard, I've got a big update for the man cave coming in the next day or two. Big update. Things have moved on fantastically down there. It's looking great. So definitely don't miss out that one. That's coming soon too. Oh, excuse me. I do like doing this stuff though, Levi. This detail work is what I really, really enjoy that truly sets Mold King apart from Lego is all of this extra detail work. Even if it hurts the bejesus out of my fingers and my back, I'll still do this all day, any day. There we go. All right, so we're just doing, you guys can see the detail work that I'm doing in here right now. All right, now we're going to build another piece. So I got to sit down a little bit. Here, I'm going to slide this out of the way so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Oh man, I trimmed my fingernails and I can't pull anything up that's down like that. Oh. Okay. So I'm building this piece right here. This is going to accent the back of the hangar bay. So as you guys can see, it's just all the good detail work that makes it fun. The only thing though is you guys can see it. Just putting those bricks on is already warped the piece. It's already getting bowed inward. So I'm kind of going to lean on it like this for a second. See if I can't keep that from happening too much. It's still, you guys can see, it's bowing it and rocking it. Craziness. Ugh. All right, so this is the piece that I just built right here. And this is the part here where my thumb's tapping. That's actually going to be seen in the destroyer as I slide it in. Go ahead and put this into place. All right. There we go. That's in place. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, now we're using these bigger style windows here. All right. This is always when my eyes are playing the most tricks on me. So I need to have two of these. So see, this has the smooth bottom here. Well, I'm only finding these here that have the lip on the bottom, as you can see that my finger's pointing at. So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now is where that piece is at. Please do not tell me that I snapped it into my other thing that I was doing right here. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't put this on wrong. Nope, because it's got the two lips to it. Okay, so that's right. Okay. Sorry, this is the pile that I'm looking through right here. So those four are all the same. There's a four-way. It definitely needs to be smooth, otherwise it's not going to fit. And there's another one that's like that. Let me check my extras to see if I have one of my extra piles. No, not there. All right, come on, you little booger. All right, let me see if I can make this work using another one, but let's see here. Did I really just do that? Yes, I did. Put them on backwards, guys. Sorry. Okay. So that's what I'm doing right there is making that. I'm going to see if I can make this work without. Hmm. Sorry, this is really perplexing me here. Okay. These two pieces right here, they want to fight me where they want to sit. Yep, I definitely need that other piece. So the problem is the ones I have only have the lip on it. I need one that is smooth sided in order to sit back here to make it work. So I'm going to step away for a minute and I'm going to go downstairs and get my big bag of extras and see if I've got it hiding in there real quick. Let me do one last cursory check to make sure. Let me double check, make sure it didn't get mixed into this pile. No, but you didn't. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. I'm going to run downstairs and take a look in my, or pull one out of my my extras bag. I'll be right back. All right. See, I've got ones with the lips in them right here. Dang it. Nope, another one with the lid. Dang it. I do apologize for this, everyone. I'm stuck trying to find a piece that darn it. Okay, let's see, where's this? These are the windows, yep. Okay. Let me finish flushing this out real quick, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. I do apologize. This is not the greatest TV. But we will figure out a way to make it through here. Okay, I'm going to leave this like this for now. I think I'm okay with not putting that on, so I'm just going to plow ahead and then I'll fix that on the back end. All right. So I had these sitting in the bag, the other fingers of death. Now I know what's going to happen with them because now we're about to push him down. These aren't so bad when you're putting them in this way. I wish they would all go in this way. They're not chewing my fingers to pieces. All right, so we just added these in here, as you guys can see. I'm doing right there. No, okay. Got some spaghetti noodles here. Now I see what I got to do with them. All right. Okay, that one's in there wrong. Don't underestimate the power of a needle nose plier to help you out. This is by far the most interesting I've ever seen Mold King do. Is to use pretty much plastic spaghetti noodles here. Such a weird thing to do. You guys can see these noodles going in. I'll pull the laptop up in a second so you can see it again. Boy, I messed up one of those, all sorts of, got every single one turned the wrong way. Okay. That's going to irritate me. Yeah, it's painful. Now, it's even harder because this one right here, you guys can't see it. It just does not want to set in its hole, so to speak. Okay, I did something wrong because I have a blank space that I'm looking at right here in my tiles. Hold on a second. I just realized I've got a spot right here that, let's see, this should not be showing. So hold on a second. I think I just need to put grates down. Yes, I do. Like, how did I miss that? Just randomly miss 4 grates that need to go down. I was like, something looks really off. And now I know why. It's very interesting trying to work with these spaghetti noodles. I'm telling you what. Man, I really did a number on this. I got pieces all sorts the wrong way. These spaghetti noodles are so wild. Okay. Now I have one of my noodles that's really weird. It's this one right here. It's got a weird kink in it that's not showing up on here. So I don't know if you guys can see it. So right here, there's a kink in this noodle that's not anywhere else. All the other noodles look fine. And I'm just kind of perplexed on this one why it's looking that way. Everything is done correctly. Yeah, absolutely right, Pi. Me and the pinchers, we just do not get along. And here's another thing that I find really odd is they have a cover right here. They could have had a second pincher right here to really hold these into place. And the same thing right up here with these ones right here. There's a cover right here. I don't understand why there isn't another pincher there. That's a very curious build there. Okay, I see what I did. I just had to rearrange the pinch, and now it looks a lot better. So the noodles look a lot better. Okay, spaghetti noodles are in place. I mean, why not? We've got roller skates in this build, so why not have spaghetti noodles? Woo. Okay. Let me slide this out of the way. Man, the missing, nope, never mind. There it is, looking for one of these right here. Just, yeah. Okay. So this is already irritating me. So I went to snap these covers onto here. As soon as I did, it did this and kicked the piece out. So now I've got to do this 2 more times, and I'm hoping that this piece doesn't kick out on me. And so far, so good. There we go. That's just... Okay, I see what I did. I'm missing pieces. I'm missing a piece right here, and it's because I forgot to put another gray piece down, and now I know why that piece kicked out. Because it wasn't balanced properly at all. So that's the... You know you're a Mold King builder if you can see crap like this and then be able to look at your piece pile and figure it out. So, I was like, what am I doing wrong? Got those pieces secured in there now. Okay. Let's slide this out of the way again. Just hit the mouse with this. Hopefully I didn't close it. Nope. Okay, good. Of course, the piece that I'm missing for this could be somewhere underneath here, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Make sure it's not stuck to my arm at all. All right. those two go over there. And there's the roller skate. Yeah, Lee. Thankfully, I have a lot of extras of these, and I can get that out just to keep the party going here. This looks like I'm building a mini TIE fighter. I'm not even close to lying. Like, this is somehow going to make me believe that this is, I know, it looks like a mini TIE fighter to me. No, definitely not a TIE fighter. Look at this thing. I guess it's something for the hangar here, it looks like. Maybe it's just something to hold a TIE fighter, I guess. All right, so this funky thing that I just built right here. So it wants me to put it right here, but it's in the way of my spaghetti tubes, and I've got to gently pull it out of the way to drop it in the right spot. All right, I'm just popping the spaghetti noodle out of the way. I knew that was going to happen. All right, well, I'm going to push this forward. Or actually, I'm going to push it back here. No, it's not going to sit there. Okay, come on, don't push it out. This is a lot trickier than this looks, guys, trying to get this in here. And then you see I put the spaghetti noodle back into place, and it just pops this out again. Because let's not secure things properly. Hey, Levi, did you have to cut your spaghetti noodles at all, or did you just work around them? I'm going to take this back piece off because it really doesn't serve any purpose. So I took this piece off, and that's going to give enough clearance to sit right here. And I think this will be the better spot for it because that way it doesn't have, it's not dealing with the spaghetti noodle that much. Nope, because the spaghetti noodle is preventing it from pinching down. Well, it's going to go right here for now. Sometimes I have you do these things, and it's just like, this is the crazy person test. All right, well, it's not where it's supposed to be in the book, but at least it's in there. And this is candidate number 2 for craggling right here, is getting this piece right here in place. That's probably going to get craggled because with the spaghetti noodles around it, it's not looking very sturdy. Okay. I'm going to push this out of the way. Now it's got me doing more Technic bars. So now we're putting more Technic bars on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Levi, if you're on here, did you have to cut your spaghetti noodles at all when you're putting them in your docking bay? Because I feel like I'm about to cut mine. All right, there we go. So this is what I'm doing right here, guys. Nothing wild. We're just building Technic bars right now. Okay. Nope. Now it's time to put the destroyer back on its head or on its feet. So I had to step out of the picture real quick for a moment. I needed to make room for myself to be able to do these things. Okay. Okay. So you guys can't see it, but I'm basically I'm mounting this. There's a piece that goes starting right here on this Technic bar and goes all the way to here. I'm doing it on this side right now. And now I'm just putting the reinforcing pieces underneath it. And you guys will see it here in the next step. The destroyer's getting to be so big that it's kind of getting cumbersome to keep turning. All right, so there's that right there. Okay. Okay. I need to put a piece. Yep. More of these things. Why? Why? Oh, man. Ouch. No fun. All right, now we're going to push the destroyer back out of the way, and I'm going to do the same thing, but on the opposite side. So we're just going to, and then you guys will get to see what I just did. My dog is looking at me like I've been neglecting her for eternity. Not trying to ignore everybody. I'm just focused on plowing through these next set of things. Yep, so that's where we're at right here. All right, so now you guys are going to be able to see what I just did. So it's like Spaceball 1. Sometimes I feel like I'm just sliding it in. All right, so what I just did is we're taking this bar right here, and it's connecting. So there's a Technic piece here and here, and it's just going to connect here, and it's going to float. So, but if you've done it right, it should line up with this gray brick that you see me touching right there. Then you're just going to take two of your bracing pieces, and then you're going to do top and bottom. And then you get the 2x16s, and I'm going to do the same right over here. Do the top and the bottom. There we go. Nice and sturdy. And then, so then the next thing we have to do is, I did this on the other side, but you guys are seeing it now. So we're going to take this piece right here. It actually goes right here to help brace the joint even more. Okay, so more pinchers of death right here. Golly. Yep. All right. That's done. We're getting to the end here. Looks like we're getting down to the last bits of the bag. All right, so what I've been doing right here is building these. We're getting these Technic pieces on because there's more Technic stuff to do here. I thought I was going to be able to cheat my way into this. So you got to put this in. And I've got to thread a spacer through this. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to take these off. Okay, I'm going to cover this in the next step, guys, but this is going to make your life 100 times easier by doing it this way. So initially, when it wanted me to do this, it wanted me to attach these two to the bricks and then try to feed the rod through this and then attach all the spacers. Don't do it. Take it off, build it like this, and then snap it right onto here. This will save you a lot of time on that because there's no way with my fingers what I've been able to try to feed this while pushing these through. Wouldn't have happened. That's the way to do it right there. Okay. So you guys aren't able to see what I'm doing right here, but I'm basically on this part of the ship here now, but I'm on the other side over here. And it basically what I'm doing is going to snap into these two guys right here. So let me do this for the opposite side. And then I'll pull Spaceball 1 back into here and get it done. Or not yet. Okay, never mind. We got one extra step to do here. So I'm building another Technic assembly here. It's going to help with the frame. So this is what I'm doing here right now. Nothing. Yeah, this is huge, man. The box weight was 19 and a half kilos. So by American math, it's about 36 pounds and some change. So that's the box weight. So I imagine this thing is weighing 36 pounds even, because I imagine that extra weight is just the cardboard and everything. So it's monstrous. Okay. All right, so it's having me do the same thing with these ones over here. It's the same thing I did on the last one as I'm about to do it again. So again, take it off completely and do it without, don't attach it to this yet. So what I do is I take it and I push a spacer down, then slide this bad boy on. Yep, just like this. Then I get another spacer, slide it on. And then lastly, you take your little Technic push. So you do have to be careful because the black pieces will come off. They're not on there like the other ones are, but at least when you push the rod in and seat it, it's even so it'll mount in there properly. So then you take this and you're just going to go ahead and snap it on in here. So again, that's the way to do it right there. Push that in like that. That way it's just so much easier, guys. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. Give me 2 of these. Okay. So what I just did right here with Spaceball 1 is I built this, and now it's going to these 2 pieces right here, but on the other side. But I just put them on wrong. So give me a second here to fix my mistake here, because this is what I do. I put things on wrong and I know things. Okay, so I had it backwards. You guys couldn't see it, but it's here. You're going to see it when I do it on this side. I'm almost willing to bet right now. Nope, of course not. It's going to make me look like a fool. Okay, hold on a second. I got to answer this. Okay. So it's interesting. It wants me to take a rod for a piece, but I don't see where it's supposed to go. So we're just going to leave that off. We're not even going to mess with that right now. I don't know why it has a rod on there. So I have to, so basically there's a bracing piece that I'm attaching on this side that's over here. And it says that I need to use this to measure, but it's not, the instruction isn't on any of the pages. So, okay. All right. Move Spaceball 1 back out of the way. Sorry, guys. This is being interesting, that's for sure. All right. Okay, so I just realized, so this was my fault for not paying attention. But in the instructions right here, it only says to use one spacer. Well, on each of mine over here, I use two spacers. And so I'm going to leave those in. And I'm probably just going to go fish out some more spacers for my extras because that'll just make life so much easier. Yep. All right. It needs to be this way. Okay. Let me see if I have any extra spacers here right now. Good news is I have plenty of these spacers if I can just fish them out of my bag. Okay, let me focus on this one here. Okay. Okay. So, the same thing that I just did, now you guys are going to see what I did on the other side. So the same piece that I built right here is going to go on just like this here. And it doesn't matter if this red thing stays up or down. It's loose right now. I'm sure it's going to get snapped into place eventually. So there's that right there. All right. Okay, now it wants me to snap. Okay. Whew, this one's getting me kind of turned around. So we're getting there. Okay. And we're just doing the same thing again. Okay, these ones need to stay over here. Just fished out 2 spacers from my extras bag because it's just going to be easier that way. So there you go. Now, in the instruction booklets, it only says to have one of these, but I put 2 in on each because I think that's going to hold it in there. Now, if I have to, I'll pop those out if I need this to slide to be able to meet it up, but I don't think so because if it wanted it to slide, it wouldn't have any spacers in it other than to hold it. So I'm going to gamble right there and see if it pays off. Okay, now you guys are going to be able to see what I did over here. So, all right. This has to be on the outside, yep. So now this piece that I just built is going to go right here. Now you know you've done it right is if the blue part's on the inside and this red piece is on the outside. And then you're going to take another 5 right here and you're going to secure it. And if it's done right, this little top piece of it is going to stick right over the top of it. It will not line up with this though. They are not truly lined up, so that's okay. So okay. All right, so I had one of these laying around. I see what I missed right here. Okay. All right, guys. And now I'm on bag 5. All right, so right at 2 hours. Man, I timed that just where I wanted it to be. All right, guys. So we got bag 4 done. The only tricky part that I ran into was these pieces right here. There's one here and there's one up here on the inside. And so other than that, this is pretty straightforward and pretty easy to do. It's still easy to pick up, but I definitely want to use 2 hands now because there's a lot of weight on this side versus the front side. So, yeah, we got it done. So I'm going to fix my one issue here by getting the brick I need and then put that on the undercarriage. But for now that we're done. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in for me on this stream. I will be back later on this week. So not only, yeah, man, I appreciate you dropping by, Rye Pipe. Not only will I have more builds in the Mold King, but we'll have a massive update on the Man Cave. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.